Welcome back, dear viewers. We are still on our continuous coverage of the Egyptian Senate elections 2025, and we are delighted to be joined over the phone by Dr. Nevine Makram, Professor of Human Development. Good evening, Doctor.
Good evening, dear.
So, Dr. Nevine, how did you follow the elections this year, and how do you see the awareness of voters?
Actually, this year we've seen that people are more aware of the importance of elections. It was a very important point for us. So, because participating in elections is kind of fundamental. It's for shaping a democratic society, and it's also carrying both individual and collective significance.
So, Doctor, what are the key implications of this election on the Egyptian political landscape?
Actually, we feel that we have a voice in policy decisions, and that's very important, because with the elections and with our participation, we know that we're directly impacting the policies that will shape our daily life, whether we're talking about healthcare or education or taxation or infrastructure. We know that by voting, we as citizens will be able to help determining, for example, spending priorities, regulatory approaches, and the overall direction of the government program that will definitely affect our community.
Doctor, how do you view the participation of young age groups in this election? They were keen to participate in the voting process and have their voices heard.
Yes, we've been witnessing this year that even the young generation are engaged and are towards community building. And that was a very positive aspect of the elections this year. They're now aware and sure that the elections will foster broader participation. It's not just voting, but it's more being involved in, as I just mentioned, taking decisions and policy formulation in their country. And that was very important. This will increase their sense of belonging for the country.
So, Dr. Nevine, what lessons from this election can shape the future electoral reforms in Egypt?
I believe that we will still have to do some awareness campaigns and awareness programs before the election, as to make sure that all of the generations and different, like for example, involving women, involving the generation even more than what happened this year, because as we all know that the elections have real consequences in our everyday life. So we need to enforce the awareness about the local elections, determining, for example, the school policies, the zoning decisions, and so on.
Doctor, we witnessed that all logistics were provided and facilitations were also provided, and people were talking about the use of technology. How do you see this?
I see it as a very positive point, because with the technology we were able to convey, for example, the different ways that people can perform their elections. We were also able, with platforms and the different notifications, to inform people about how to elect, where to go. And that was kind of a problem before. But this year, and I think last year too, things were much better, speaking of the information. And that's a very important point, how we can make use of the technology in a very positive way for our community.
So, Doctor, to what extent you see that people were benefited from the availability of information online, especially the app provided to know their polling stations and to know more information about the programs of the candidates?
I believe that was one of the strengths of the election this year and even last year, because having a platform, having a site, and having an app definitely makes things very easy for everybody. Especially that if we talk about from software engineering perspective, and from a professor of computer science and AI, what we really care about is the interface, how we can have an easy-to-use interface, because we're targeting everybody, we're targeting all citizens, we're not only focusing on people who are computer literate, but we're focusing on everyone. So that was one of the points of the app, that it was targeting everyone.
How do you see the importance of the role of social media in raising the awareness of people, and how can we make use of this in the coming elections?
Again, social media is a very good tool and a weapon as well. So using social media and highlighting the impact and the importance of the elections had a very good impact and a very crucial role in making awareness and raising awareness for all citizens in Egypt. And that's why we witnessed that people were reading more about the elections, were asking questions, they were involved, they were engaged. And that's one of the main strengths of the social media.
Thank you so much, Dr. Nevine Makram, Vice President of the Egyptian Society for Information Systems and Computer Technology. Still, dear viewers, we are on our coverage of the Senate elections 2025, where the State Information Service monitored international media coverage of the 2025 Senate elections. Media monitoring conducted by the State Information Service through the Central Operations Room included media outlets from around the world. We have the details.